Franklin, an old cartoon that used to air on Nick Jr. back in the day, in the late 90s to early 2000s, based on the old children's books by Brenda Clark and Paulette Bargios. It was a pretty typical kid show, talking animals, a bit of comedy, and learning some life lessons at the end of an episode. I remember I used to watch it all the time as a kid. I've always had a love for animals. That's probably what hooked me up on it way back then. Yet the love I used to have for this harmless kid show all died in me after I saw it. I don't know how something so unholy, so gruesome could be allowed to be shown on television. I've heard of things like these before, these lost episodes. You may have just passed this one off as a normal creepypasta story, but let me tell you, it's indeed real. I pray none of you ever see this vile distortion of children's entertainment, yet the imageries of what I saw haunt me in my nightmares. Perhaps if I tell you about it, I can get more closer, and also warn you about this last episode of Franklin. I suppose I'll start from how I came about witnessing this horrid program. My little sister had this babysitting job certain days for the week, and usually she doesn't get home until 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Yet when she does, she has to go do her homework, since she can't do it while watching some little kids. Also, she had to use the computer for it, which so happens to be in my room. Thus, I'm banished to the living room while she does her schoolwork. So there I was, just me and TV. I searched through the guide a bit, looking for anything worth a damn. What's the point of getting all these extra channels from Fox if there isn't anything worth watching? A bit peeved because I've been here for a while. My sister had to go do a project, so she'd definitely be in there for more than an hour at least, I bet. And boy, would I have won that bet big time. It was around 9:30 at night now. I asked when she'd be done, only to get the verdict. I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm almost half there, I thought to myself. Thus I was back at the TV, and I scrolled through the channels. Something popped up at me. There it was, Franklin. I thought that show got canceled, I said to myself. It must have been some new type of special, I assumed. Hence why I was so late. Call it nostalgia, or call it laziness for not bothering to see if there was anything better on. I decided to watch it. The episode started off normally enough. That opening, "Hey, it's Franklin's" song. Well, I gotta say, it sounded a bit dorky to me now, but whatever. Then, things got effed up. The episode starts off with an image of woodland, the home of Frank and all his family and friends. It's a cloudy day, almost like it's about to rain. The scene then fades to all the parents of the child animals in the show outside somewhere. Franklin's parents, bears, beavers, etc. The only ones missing here were Mr. Fox and Mr. Owl. Also, there were no children other than Badger, Bear's little sister, and Franklin's little sister. Also, Badger, who usually just has to use crutches to get around, because he has crippling asthma, is now in a wheelchair and has a broken arm. Everyone is crying, I don't understand why. Suddenly, the scene changes to where shown a normal sunny day, along with a road. A school bus drives, and I was then shown the inside of it. Franklin and all his friends, along with their teacher, Mr. Owl, and the bus driver, Mr. Fox. Mr. Owl talking about a museum field trip that the class was going on. All the students were excited, of course, in their own ways. Bear's wondering what type of food will be there. Beaver's being a snotty know-it-all, claiming she knows everything about place. Fox wants to see the dinosaur exhibit, and of course, Franklin just wonders what the whole place will be like. Yet suddenly, Mr. Fox begins to clench his chest in pain. The bus swerves a bit as he starts to gasp for air. He's having a heart attack. "Dad!" Fox cries out in worry. A few of the other children scream in terror. Mr. Owl gets up and tries to get to the bus driver. Yet Mr. Fox falls off the driver's seat and the bus drives off the road down a steepy hill. Mr. Owl falls to the floor of the bus and cries in pain. As he gets up, I saw he had a pencil in his left eye, perhaps from falling out of someone's book bag. Bear pukes at the horror of this, right on Franklin, who then freaks out and gets out of his seat, only to then crash into Mr. Owl and Mr. Fox. As he does, through his arm hits the steering wheel, causing the bus to turn over and over as it goes down the hill very more. In the bus, the children were crashing into everyone and everything in the bus. Broken glass and windows flying into their bodies all over. The elephant got sent flying out of an open window, his shell crushing to bits, along with a shard of glass just through his neck. Eventually, the bus crashes into some trees at the bottom of the hill, and I'm shown the carnage in the bus, glass piercing almost everyone's bodies bent in unnatural ways, the whole 9 yards. A few seconds later, a bloody, battered, and bruised Badger crawls out of the bus, only to look back and watch it burst into flames that explodes almost after. The scene goes back to the parents and the few kids, who I knew see all in a cemetery, mourning the loss of all their family and friends. The episode ended after that. In the credits, which would normally show a part of the episode, and instead showed a tombstone with the words, R.I.P. Franklin and Friends.